Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro linebackers, Von Miller. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They go play action now. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. fake. Here's Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
They run. Robinson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
To throw is Wilson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It'll be a gain of 4 here, and it will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And past the 30 down to about the 27. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Robinson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. And a dump off here to Robinson. Touchdown! A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And again, it's Allen. He'll drop it off to Perine, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Running the jet sweep, Landry. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the 1st. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, The winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Check 41. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Here's Allen. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there for the Bills. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
41 Mike. Stay with your man. 41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Now Pirine. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To the air, Allen. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Check 41. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that's caught by Landry. Touchdown, Buffalo. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And he
Gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw, it's Allen. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A handoff as they run the counter play. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter.